What is up, everyone, and welcome to episode 59 of the Party Chat podcast. The Squig is back in the hosting chair, and I am joined by Slazo and Laura. I have you saved as Laura's on my notes. That's quite awkward. Hello.
I like the second pause before your name, Laura.
No, because I've got like the notes, like, you know, podcast notes, and I've got Slazo and Laura's. I must have pressed the S instead of the A, so I was like, who's Laura's?
You still put that.
I know, because I was just reading it.
We've only been doing this for a year.
No, because I was like reading it through, like, and I was like, hang on, I've made a mistake here. But anyway, Slazo and Laura, hello.
Yeah, hi.
How are you both?
Unsettled.
Well, yeah.
It's been nice. I've had a nice relaxing end to the week, so I'm zen.
You're zen. How's your wallet, Slazo, after Black Friday? That is
fine, because I had a tax rebate, so I'm good.
Oh, look at you.
That's why I could spend so much on Black Friday.
Laura, how is your wallet after Black Friday? Is it significantly lighter?
No, I didn't make it to Black Friday.
So how you made it to the Wednesday after Black Friday?
No, I didn't mean that money-wise. Not like physically I have died.
Just checking.
I didn't really... I had spent my money in the pre-Black Friday sales.
It's still Black Friday.
It's still
counts.
Yeah.
Okay.
The holiday/festival that is Black Friday now.
Holidays? Oh, we're not calling it a holiday or festival. We're not helping the commercialization of this country.
No.
/globe.
But this is not the podcast on commercialization and Black Friday and holidays. This is the Party Chat podcast brought to you every Wednesday by Retro Remastered. You can find us on iTunes and all other podcasting services. We post at 9 AM at retroremastered.com, and it's sometime on YouTube on the Wednesday. Yeah.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, because I don't know if you noticed, I didn't actually post the podcast on YouTube till about 7 o'clock at night on the Wednesday.
I did notice that the third tweet in the sequence of tweets that usually goes out was missing for quite a while. So I was like, guess...
I got a little bit sidetracked and then kind of forgot, and then kind of forgot a little bit longer.
I mean, you weren't on it, so it's fine.
Yeah, and I thought, there's a podcast that make available. So anyway, let's not talk about that. It was a mistake. Next one will be up on Wednesday. So,
Yay!
Yeah, so, as we do every week, let's jump straight into the news. There's only 4 items on my list this week. It's quite slow, news-wise, because obviously we're coming towards the end. And with the Game Awards,
games. So many games.
But then with the Game Awards coming up, which we're going to talk about later on, obviously that's where a lot of things get shown off as well. So there's not really much to talk about. But anyway, there's a few things. So we'll start with some Mass Effect Andromeda news. So I think we spoke about this a few weeks ago, a bit about what's been revealed about the main character and stuff like that. So what we know now are some of your squad mates for Mass Effect. So, you know, Laura, remember Thane from Mass Effect 2, is it? And 3?
Yeah, Mass Effect 2 and 3.
Yeah. But the good news is, though, there's no, like, Thane hasn't made it, so you can't break his heart again. Just saying.
I mean... I know he didn't make it.
It's a bit difficult because he does die, but...
Yeah, spoilers! Yeah. And that's what makes it so awkward after you dump him in the game.
Well, I didn't dump him because I only had eyes for Miranda.
And Ashley.
Another eye on Ashley.
Like, what you did, you basically copped out and were like, I'm going to not dump either of them and just hope the game chooses for me. So you didn't get a bad scene either way. Because
I did not.
You did not man up, right? At least I'm honest, right? He may have died, but Thane would be like, I appreciate her honesty. That's what he'd be saying.
She broke my heart. I could no longer...
But I appreciate her honesty. That is the sentence he said before he died. I believe they were his last words.
Yeah. So anyway...
New companions.
Yeah, so the first one is a person called Liam. He is a fellow human, and he's one of your 2...
Liam.
Liam.
Wow. That just needs like a really kind of normal name for Mass Effect.
Who knows? Anyway, he's a fellow human, and he's one of the 2 starting squad mates. Basically, he joins Ryder in Andromeda, basically aboard the Hyperion, which is a human arc, which is where Ryder comes from as well. He was a cop in his former life, and he's part of the Pathfinder team that provides security, and he has a British accent. Governor.
So he's the villain. Got
it. He was revealed in Game Informer on their N7 day coverage. Apparently in there, he was described as youthful, enthusiastic, and idealist, upbeat, but quick to anger.
Oh, it's me.
I thought that was a bit Laura, to be honest.
Sad face.
I was waiting for you to prove my point there and get angry, but you didn't. Oh well. Cora is the next person.
Oh wow, they've got the Avatar in there!
Oh, see, I was thinking Cora as in the evil queen's mother in Once Upon a Time, so...
Once Upon a Time there as well. Yeah.
Nice, see?
Yeah.
There you go. Screw you, Slazo. Pop culture. But yeah, even then, it's a very generic name for someone evil, I swear.
Yeah, so she's also another starting squad mate alongside Liam and Cora. How simple. Basically you've got, like Mass Effect 1, you've got 2 human squad mates, where you had like Shepard, Caden, and Ashley. Ashley was a bit racist as well, wasn't she?
Since the guy who romanced her, she was a little racist, but I mean, who isn't?
I mean, sacrifices have to be made in the name of love, so...
I mean, that's the other thing. It always bemused me. Like, Squiggy be like, Ashley's awesome. Everyone else like, oh, she's racist and mean and killed her off in the first game. But Squiggy's like, no, I love her.
I saved her. It was that blue outfit. Oh.
See?
What?
Just, double standards.
Yeah, anyway, there's not really...
Can I romance guys in this Mass Effect? That's what I want to know.
Whatever you want, Slazo. Whatever makes you happy.
Thank you.
So anyway, yeah, so that's the first 2 starting squad mates. The next one is someone called PB. Yep.
Is that like a poor man's Phoebe?
PB, who is an Asari. She's been in the trailers and stuff quite often. I think you've probably seen her, maybe. She's probably the only Asari that you've seen, like, sort of main. What about her? She's not actually called PB, but that's a nickname, apparently. And you meet her early on in your story. That's pretty much about it.
Is that why her name was unfinished?
Yeah.
Sorry. I just feel like that doesn't sound like a name.
And a bit like Liara, she has an interest in alien civilizations.
Liara, then that's a name.
Yeah. Well, the next one...
Unlike Liara, she doesn't have a proper name.
Yeah. Well, the next one is called Drac, who is a Krogan, apparently. So there's not really much known about this.
Is he a destroyer?
It is. That's what Krogan is. A destroyer, the warrior thing. So yes, he is. Like, that is totally ripping off a famous
so this
franchise.
One's not sort of been actually announced. Basically, Game Informer confirmed there being a loyalty mission for a Krogan, and I think a Market and Survey League released the name and the Krogan.
See, they might change the name just because it does make you think of them.
Yeah.
Of Batista.
Of Batista, yeah, basically.
Well,
I am picturing Batista, who looks a bit like a Krogan if you, like, squashed him down and put a shield on him.
From what
like,
I've seen, though,
stomp on him a bit.
Yeah,
Twitter,
pretty much.
There's been a lot of people calling them Drake, the rapper. And basically saying we don't want a Canadian in Mass Effect, or I don't think a Canadian would fit in Mass Effect, he's too nice.
I would love a really polite alien. Could you imagine the missions where you go, I'm here to kill you now, and they're like, please don't, and you're like, oh,
okay.
Oh, you did say please.
This is like...
I mean, isn't that the whole point of, like, the democracy side of it?
Yeah, it doesn't work like that, really. I mean, you'd wish it worked like that.
Yeah, so completely unrelated to this, like, more Canadian. Have you seen the video going around of Black Friday in Canada?
Yes, the one where they queue.
And they just walk in, like, normally, and they're getting, like...
in single file. Yeah.
And they're like, oh, that's hilarious. I love Canada. Canada, if you're listening, I love you.
Oh, Canada. No.
Be prepared to accept, like, loads of Britons when things happen.
Yeah.
And Americans now. For, no political reason, Carl.
Yeah, we don't talk about politics.
We don't, because
9 AM, iTunes, YouTube.
Political, we don't get political up in here.
No, we don't. So that's really, there's a few of the little things, but we'll not talk about them. We'll talk about them maybe next week when more details are out, because the Game Awards on the 1st of December, which we'll talk about later, which Laura's covering live.
You're incredibly optimistic.
I'm not covering them live!
They've already said, BioWare said they're going to...
Oh, okay.
Don't
worry.
Don't worry.
I was going to say, don't get yourself built up for something.
Don't worry, I've got this. So yeah, we'll talk maybe a bit more about Mass Effect as a franchise next week, maybe.
He's just saying, "Oh, don't get yourself built up." He's not trying to stay up himself though. He's trying to get other people to stay up for him. So I wouldn't worry about his Slazo. It's not his sleep on the line.
I can't physically stay up. Laura can.
I can't. I'm busy on the Friday.
Yeah, like. Anyway, we'll talk about this later off the podcast, Laura. We can't do this now.
Maybe I have plans with our listeners. I don't know. Anyway, continue.
Yeah. So the next news story is about Lego City Undercover. Laura's one of her favourite games of the Wii U.
It's like one of the only ones I've played on the Wii U, but thank you. Yeah.
Well,
so technically, yeah.
So that's coming to PC, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One, and Nintendo Switch.
I'm very intrigued. Wait, is this a sequel or just the original?
I think it's port. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
See, the Nintendo Switch I'm interested with, because obviously there's a lot of ways, it's like a tablet thing, so the Wii U, I can see how that's going to be similar. But it's very... That game really relies on all the gimmicks of the Wii U offers. And I just don't imagine it playing
Push
very
button
well.
to gimmick.
Yeah, it's not going to be really a stand-out a game, if that makes sense, on the Xbox One. It's just going to be like every...
Download the companion app and play the game.
No, it's not the same. There's way more that... Stop it. There's way more. Wii U had some more gimmicks, and Lego City U's... I'm just very confused with how that's going to work. Intrigued, but confused.
I'm just happy more people do get to play it, because
yeah.
I haven't played it myself,
Yeah, I
but
haven't played it.
the amount of praise it got, I'm
Yeah, but
pretty
that's
sure.
I'm 90% sure it's praised because of how it utilises the Wii U's features and that. I don't think it's going to
But
get
it
the
was
same praise.
more
as the
so
Xbox
kind of
One.
like in an era where the Lego games had I want to say comfortable. Comfortable is probably the best
Yeah,
word.
well, it wasn't the same...
Whereas Lego City Undercover is like, no, we're doing something different.
Yeah, it's less former...
well.
it's-
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then I'm wondering
I don't know.
if they're going to do this to get as many people playing the original before they announce a sequel to come in
to be
2018
fair,
or something.
Why not?
That would be the third game in the series. Trilogies are always welcome, because obviously there's a prequel exclusive to 3DS.
Yeah. No one needs
So-
to know.
Oh, that's a prequel. Oh, I didn't know that was a prequel.
Yeah,
I knew it was a different game, but I didn't know it was...
Yeah, basically, because this is what I found weird. Lego City Undercover builds it up like you should have played the game before. Like, the story starts at, where this villain's come back and you're, the guy who caught him before and stuff, which sounds like it should have been the first game, because I always thought this was a sequel when I was playing it. Then when I found out that the game before it that was on 3DS was done as a prequel, I was like, this makes no sense to me. Because it really does feel like it's, you know what I mean? The way it's referenced and the way it's built up, I'm like, oh, yeah, a bit weird. So maybe they'll just do another prequel when it's like, oh, no.
But then I wonder if they might release that one as well, or maybe a bundle pack, maybe?
I mean, I don't think the one on the 3DS is that long, so it wouldn't surprise me if they just redid it quickly, or...
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They could just do it as a bonus.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that. That would make sense. And that would make me actually get an Xbox One version of it or something just to do... Because I don't want to play it on my 3DS, because it's not very good, apparently. The control system and
You're
that.
not selling it. You're really not selling it.
No, the 3DS prequel... I haven't played it, but the Wii U one is amazing, so...
Yeah, well, you wrote an article about it, didn't you?
And it said how amazing it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty simple. Did anyone ever play Lego Island? This is completely, not related, but did anyone
How was
play
Lego
Island?
Island?
What the frick was that one?
I'm Googling it, because it feels
I
familiar.
remember a very, very old Lego Island, but
Yeah.
I'm assuming you don't mean that one.
Yeah, the really old one that came out in 1997.
I
It was
did play
wank.
this.
It was wank.
It was amazing.
I mean, as a child, I think I liked it, but I think I played Lego Island 2
I
more.
played Lego Island 2, The Brickster's Revenge,
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't play 2.
and then I stopped
only-
playing them after that.
I didn't know there was any more after that.
No, they made well, not Lego Island, but they made sort of the same kind of, not engine, but they kind of made games.
Oh, okay.
Sort of
I mean, I
same.
played Legoland. I think I still have that actually in the cupboard, the PC game where you kind of build Legoland and
Yeah.
run Legoland.
Yeah.
That was cool. I enjoyed that. It's probably if you tell me that's a terrible game, I don't really care because I remember having fun. I also played Lego Chess around the same time. Lego Chess, the game, not the actual built Lego, a PC game called Lego Chess. I don't know why I'm telling you this. Carry on.
I used to love Lego Island.
I used to love
Lego
Legoland.
Island, the game received critical acclaim.
That worries me. That really worries
See,
me.
yeah,
One family game of the year.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm happy now because I thought maybe I was remembering Legoland the game, Squiggy's remembering his Lego Island. It was maybe just good as a kid. No, Legoland the game got 80% average scores. So overall, It looks really cool. It was like Roller Coaster Tycoon, but Legoland.
Don't you dare!
It was. No, that's literally what it was. It literally was what it was.
That's sacrilege.
But it was a more simplistic and child-friendly gameplay system. I'm telling you, it was really good.
Amazing.
It literally is.
I hate you all, man.
Anyway.
I want to buy Legoland. If
No, you
anyone
don't.
from Lego is
Why don't you
listening,
buy
I would
the-
like a remaster.
What's the new Roller Coaster Tycoon game? Not Roller
Planet
Coaster Tycoon.
Planet Coaster.
Planet
Why
Coaster.
don't you just buy that? and
I do
record
want
it?
Planet Coaster, but I've seen like 6 reviews which have all said it'll keep you up till 4 a.m. in the morning. I'm like,
Well, but you
I
know
don't
what?
need to be kept up to 4 a.m.
Buy it now and play it while you're covering the Game Awards. Win-win.
Stop it.
No.
Shut your mouth.
No.
Shut your mouth and move on.
Okay, I'll move on. So the next thing is Games with Gold for December, and it's actually a pretty good one. I don't know if you've seen them or not, or is this
I
something you've
honestly,
seen?
I didn't know this was out. Okay, go for it.
So, the 2 Xbox One games are Sleeping Dogs, Definitive Edition, and Outlast.
Oh, that makes... Oh, and wait, maybe
what?
I said
Outlast.
that. Outlast. The terrifying
Oh.
game that makes me
No,
scream.
no, I'm with you now. I didn't hear him the first time. Okay,
Oh,
that's kind of
okay.
cool.
I hate Outlast. Not again.
But
Not
the,
again.
the 360,
Remember we were
the
all gonna play
360
that?
games, No, Slazo, the 360 games. It gets
No.
better. It gets better.
No, Squiggy goes, no, it didn't happen. No, we never agreed to that.
It gets better.
Can someone come round my house and play it with me? That's the only way I'm playing it. In
Okay.
a group.
Come and stream
Sorry.
on Twitch.
I've
as a group.
just invited. I think I've just realised I've just invited anyone that listens to this podcast to
anyone
my
needs
house, which is a
Laura's
bit
address,
creepy.
Either
No,
tweet
no,
at
no.
Laura or tweet
No,
at Jordy
no.
Squires and give me.
Why are
a
you
PayPal.
tweeting Laura? Yeah, I was going to say that. I've got
No,
her address. in
I
my
take
house.
it back.
Via PayPal.
I take it back.
can make it happen.
What were we gonna say before I get like?
Sold out.
Yeah, so basically
Sold.
there's 2 360 games as well. You know, like what normally happens. This month there is Outland, which I have not actually heard of,
Heard of.
but are you ready for this?
Oh, man.
Are you ready?
No.
Burnout Paradise.
Ooh. Oh, that explains why Criterion were doing so many jokey tweets, I guess.
Yeah, so Burnout Paradise is on the 360, but also backwards compatible on the Xbox One.
That is amazing. I mean, to give people an idea of how good Burnout Paradise is, I've considered nominating it for the top 50 before. I've never got round to it, but, like, it's one of my favourite
Well,
racing games ever.
I know what I'm nominating next.
Just giving you a freebie there. It has been surpassed since, but
I
It
think
is.
I put it down as my favourite racing game ever, I believe.
it's either that or Mario Kart DS for me. But yeah,
yeah.
I had an absolute riot the time I played that.
But we used
With
to
you
all-
guys, actually.
yeah, singing a bit of Avril Lavigne.
Hey, you, Adam.
Yeah,
And that's a suit.
It's alright, we're not monetized, it's fine.
Okay, good.
But
But no, yeah, I really did enjoy that game back in the day.
yeah, but that's a good bundle. You know, Sleeping Dogs is what? A decent single player game. Outlast is obviously scary. Don't really know anything about Outland. But Burnout Paradise, you know, it's how long did we play it for? And if like
Better part of the year, really.
yeah, that's what I mean. So if there's people still playing it, hint at Laura.
If I had an Xbox One, I would totally be on board for that.
And
Sadly, I
We
don't.
could stream some. Oh, it'll be amazing, guys. Laura,
I don't know what's happening now.
you're gonna download Burnout Paradise in December for free, and we're gonna play it and we're gonna stream.
Wait, I'll be at home. I'll have my 360. Oh man, we can do this.
There we go. Plan sorted. So yeah, so that's Games
Oh.
with Gold. I'm quite impressed with them actually.
I'm going to be honest. I'm impressed by the fact that Outlast still gives me nightmares.
As you can probably guess, I have never played it.
I'm going to be honest with you. You know how you wouldn't play Resident Evil 5 demo?
No,
Right.
No,
Imagine-
I played Resident Evil 5. You mean Resident Evil 7?
Resident Evil 7,
Oh, Resident Evil 7, sorry. The Resident Evil 7 demo.
No.
which is good fun.
Yeah, that. Imagine if that was actually scary. You got Outlast.
Wow. Okay.
I'm going to be honest, Slazo. This game is like
I've seen
literally-
Outlast in action. It's not.
I
Like
just.
scary.
Oh my god! I heard Darren playing it and he screamed like a little bitch.
I'm
I thought it was
not
just
gonna
me.
lie. I've seen like just screenshots of it and it looks scary enough.
This
It's
comes down
seriously
to, like,
terrifying.
different types of terror, 'cause
Yeah,
it's slow
there's a lot of
terror.
jump scares. It's basically I played
Not a lot
15,
of
20.
jump scares.
There is a lot of 15, 20 minutes of it was my first experience of it before I screamed and was like, no more, and I got told to stop playing it because I was being too loud.
I'm not gonna lie. if you want to scare me, kids at home, if you ever want to know, Five Nights at Freddy fucking gets to
Oh,
me.
that's terrifying as well. I can't play that
Put your
either.
monitor down and a guy screams in your face, and I'm like, ah!
Yeah.
Again,
To be
I
fair,
have no idea what you're on about because it's a scary
Can I
game,
just
so I won't play it.
can I just say
I
if someone
struggle with jump
screams at
scares.
me?
I deal with everything else.
I can't
but-
deal with jump scares. If someone screams at me, though, I feel the natural reaction is to scream back. Like, if they scream at me, there'd be a pause, and then I scream back. It's very worrying, because that happens quite a bit, actually. Carry on.
Anyway, I'm not like I don't like jump scares, but I normally laugh about them after they've happened, if that makes sense. So if someone jumps
Yes.
and like scares me, I'll probably turn around and like go and then laugh. But it's more of like thinking something's gonna happen. That's what gets me, if that makes sense. Like, you know, like
I'm
say on like
scared.
on scary games where you're like anticipating something happening, and then it just gets scarier and scarier. Even though nothing could happen for like half an hour, I'd be behind the city expecting something to happen. Like, I'm more atmosphere scared, if that makes sense.
Oh no, like a good atmosphere scare works brilliantly, but not a lot of games have it.
Yeah. It's like, it's more the build up to the jump scare that gets me more than the actual jump scare.
Mm-hmm.
Sort of thing. But anyway, let's not talk about that because I'm not going to play scary games anytime soon.
Oh, come on, Squiggy.
Nope.
For charity?
Is the charity my, like, health fund? Because then we might be onto something. But if not, then no.
I'm trying, folks. I'm trying.
Yeah, keep trying. If anyone would like to see me, feel free to donate to Retro Remastered. The money will go to buying scary games, apparently. Anyway, last news story.
If I give you a scary game, you'll play it.
Anyway, the last news story. Let's not talk about that. The last news story surrounds No Man's Sky. Remember that?
Yeah!
Amazing game that no one plays anymore.
I mean, some people do.
Do you still play it? So there we
Because I've been waiting specifically for this kind of thing.
go.
So
I've
I'm
been
really
waiting for
happy.
this. Oh well. So basically, on the last Friday, basically they finally posted an update.
Last
confirming-
Friday.
Well, based on when this podcast goes live.
Oh, right.
Remember,
it was today.
Wednesday, so it's Wednesday.
It was today. It was on Sunday.
No, that's for when it's gone live.
Oh. Is it? I thought... Okay, whatever.
So Laser, I have the news in front of me.
I have No Man's Sky's Twitter open.
I have the news article open,
Go on.
which has the tweet. Anyway, sorry. So yeah, so No Man's Sky broke their silence, which has lasted a long time, to talk about the new content update, which is going to add a base building element and other shizzle. So the patch is going to be called the Foundation Update, also known as the What This Game Should Have Had at Launch Update. Just saying. And they're basically... So since you've got it up, and you can tell me what's in it. Actually, I've got the blog post here. I've got the...
Oh, do you want to... That's the thing, because there's a lot in it. So, yeah, they've added new game modes. So
Normal
you've got
mode.
normal mode.
Yep.
Go on.
So normal mode is the original chilled exploration experience, which is
Man,
The
look at
original.
Squiggy doing it word for word.
game. Creative mode is where you can explore the universe without limits and build a huge base, which makes no sense to me, apart from building a base.
Ah.
Survival mode changes the game, creating a much more...
Does it create a much more challenging, enduring experience, would you say?
No, I am reading it word for word from the blog post, because I have no idea what's going on here. Like, it
Yeah.
doesn't really give much away.
I mean, it's pretty obvious. One's sandbox and one's hard mode in Minecraft.
Yeah. I don't know
So,
if
yeah.
you know there's a hard mode in Minecraft. So,
It's
base
called
building,
survival.
basically, you find a uninhabited base, and you create your own. Basically, you can make... I'm assuming you can make it how you want. Like,
I'm assuming it's kind of like the bit in Fallout 4, except you have to be in certain sites as opposed to anywhere.
Yeah. Not really much else to say there. Farming, you can farm shizzle.
One on screen.
You can make a camp. I'm just going through it because I don't really know.
There's a lot in it,
lot,
and like
yeah.
not all of it is like big stuff, but it is a lot of kind of cool small things that will make the planet to planet experience a bit better. Because that's kind of why I stopped playing it. Because like planet to planet, it felt kind of like I'm just going here, ticking a couple of boxes, and then moving on.
Yeah, that's
Whereas now it
felt
feels like there's a more
when I
intimate
played it.
experience on each planet.
Yeah. But
Like, there's more of a reason to stick around now than there was before, where you just went, well, I've got what the quest needs, bye.
Yeah, but see, the thing I'm thinking is, like,
Yeah.
is it too late?
No.
Do you not? Because I think there's a lot of people who have basically thought the ship sailed now. The ship is floating away. From the
Yeah,
ships.
but when it drops, well, I mean, it's dropped in price a lot, so, I mean, even though the ship sailed, if, like, in a year's time, with all, like, this, and presumably more future updates to come, because they've said this is just the beginning, and if you saw it for, like, 10, 15 quid, would you jump back on? Knowing that how far it had come since then?
For 10, 15 quid, I probably would, to
Yeah,
be honest.
so there you go.
But,
Ship has sailed, yeah.
for me, I don't think it's going to help right away. I think maybe after Christmas it might help a bit more, because even in the sale, it's still holding a £30 value, but if it drops again after Christmas, I think that's when people might jump in. So I don't think it'll make a difference to the player base now, but maybe a little bit.
It won't make
later
an
on.
immediate difference,
Yeah.
but I feel this is a good thing for, like, if you were considering it as a Christmas purchase, this kind of sweetens the deal.
Yeah, but again, it's one of them where most of that probably should have been in the game,
Don't
or it
you
should have been,
start.
or they should have said. But I think we had this discussion where
We had this discussion, like, back, like,
Yeah.
8 podcasts
But I
ago,
just-
whenever
I
it
just
was.
think
I was
we should've-
defending the guy.
I'm still into the same thing, where I think they should have at least said something earlier.
Whereas I'm like, we all knew updates were coming, so...
Yeah, but that's different strokes for different folks.
But if you want to listen to that debate, go listen to, like, 52 or 53 or one of them. There's a picture of a dinosaur. It's that podcast.
I think it's 50. I'll you know what? I'll get it.
50-something.
I'll get
Not
it.
50.
Fine, you give me 1 second. I'll tell you which one it is.
I mean, I can just open up the images and tell you.
Episode 51.
There you go.
There you go. So that is our news roundup. So before we jump into our topic of the week, we'll look at some of the games coming out this week of note. There's quite a few, so I've narrowed it down to some of the bigger ones. I say I've narrowed it down. I've taken one out because I didn't know what it was.
Yeah, you've taken the one none of us have heard of out, and then...
Yeah. So the first one is Final Fantasy 15.
Woo! Only
Finally.
took 10 years!
Finally, Final Fantasy 15.
Jesus Christ, we're finally here.
Yeah, and like I've played which demo was it? Not the
Gonna go with was it Pac-Man?
No, the one I played. You ended up. I don't know. It felt like I was in like a Kingdom Hearts.
There's
world.
one which has a stealth sequence, and you're walking around a big plane, and then the other one is where you play as the kid, and you collect gold pellets and run around a bit.
And then do you go to like a city and you have a boss battle at the end?
Yes.
Yeah, I've played that one.
Yeah, you've played the Pac-Man demo. That was the bad demo.
Yeah, because I didn't.
Which was
cause
the later one to come out,
Yeah,
which makes
'cause
no sense.
that put me off the game quite a bit. But I like.
Yeah,
I
I
like the
have no
combat of
idea.
it, if that makes sense.
I have no idea. I have no idea why that was the demo, the newer demo, because it was like this should be the first demo, and then the one we got first should have been the
See,
second.
I've not played that one, but the thing that
Yeah.
I've always wanted to get into Final Fantasy, like I sort of like from what when you see like
Yeah.
the characters, they all look quite interesting and some of the stories sound quite good, but I
Yeah.
don't like the combat. That is what puts me off
I-
fantasy games. The combat.
Honestly, like, I don't know if Final Fantasy 15 will be the one for you, because obviously I'm keeping away from spoilers and everything, so I honestly haven't seen a lot of it.
I've read about the combat. A lot of people have compared it to Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, what's the thing? I honestly, like, I guess if you like Kingdom Hearts more in that regard, but there's also World of Final Fantasy, which has a lot of the other kind of Kingdom Hearts stuff, like in the art style,
Yeah.
and the combat's quite like Pokemon in that game.
Yeah, you see, for
And
me,
it's-
I like the Kingdom Hearts combat,
Right.
which is why I play Kingdom. Which is why, if you ask me, my favorite like Final Fantasy game, it's the one where the characters turn up in Kingdom Hearts. Because
You might actually be more into, like, the Tales series, I guess, than Final Fantasy.
let's not try and get me to play RPGs. I am really tempted by Final Fantasy 15 though.
Well, you'll have me running the gauntlet first, so...
Yeah, you can let me know what you think. and
Talk to
stuff.
me about it next... Yeah, it'll be out by the time we record the next podcast, so yeah,
it's
talk
out-
to me
it's out
about it.
on- It's out the day before.
Blaze, how long you been waiting for this game? You're not even sure when it's out.
No, I was
It
trying
might-
to figure
it
out
might
if
get
it's out in
delayed
relation to
again.
the podcast.
Oh, good point. Good point.
There's still time for it to be delayed.
Don't
Still time.
say... Don't you dare!
No, people have been getting their copies in the UK. I've seen people.
Yeah, I've seen people online playing it already, and I'm like,
That's an
And I
illusion.
keep wanting to ask them like, how is it? But then I don't want to have massive paragraphs of stuff that I don't really care about. I just want to know if the combat is as straightforward as Kingdom Hearts, and that's about it. Because I can get into a story, but I can't get into a story if I hate the combat.
I'm not. That's the thing. The version I've played, which had combat, didn't really have magic implemented.
Yeah.
So
Well,
I'm waiting.
the combat in the demo that I didn't really like, the combat was
It's
fine.
very brief.
Like, the combat seemed fine.
It's fine.
So,
It was very brief, so it's hard to make a judgment
That's what I
because you
mean,
didn't
yeah,
you didn't have your entire party there for starters.
yeah,
So.
but it seemed like it was what I wanted, but obviously, yeah.
I had
it's
fun with combat in the demo, except for the boss, but that was because the boss was literally use your summon to win. You can't win without your summon.
Yeah, like I didn't know what was going on with that boss until they said, "Was it press triangle?"
Not
or
that's
something?
not. Wait, what?
I think-
No, summon wasn't in the demo. You played.
but there was basically to beat that boss. They kept telling us to press a button, and I think it was triangle to like do something. I was like, okay, I'll do that. I don't know
I'm
what
very
it was, but
confused
it
about
might
which
have been a
you
bit like
played.
the Kingdom Hearts button prompts, but
Maybe.
But I didn't really know
Oh,
what was going on. But anyway, the next game on the list is Watch Dogs 2 for the PC. So last week it came out or the week before, it came out for PS4 and Xbox One. It's coming out for PC. It's got a load of extra sort of graphical features, which you'd expect for a PC version, and it actually looks beautiful. I was actually watching a trailer before, basically showing how they use the power of like all the Nvidia stuff, and it looks incredible. Like actually amazing. Like San Francisco looks real. Incredible. Anyway.
Cool. I paid attention to Watch Dogs. I have no idea if it's a good game or not.
I mean, I've never been to San Francisco, so I don't think I appreciate it. I did see someone do it was a tweet, it might have been a Vine, about like a little video or whatever of saying this place looks familiar, then like zooming in on their game, then looking out the window at the same view.
Yeah.
It is, and it was like pretty cool.
Yeah, because a lot of like the big games sites like IGN and stuff, they're based obviously in San Francisco, and from I think I was watching it, and they basically played it and said this looks, apart from like some of the areas that they've taken out to make the city smaller, all the main areas look.
Please tell me they went, man, this office looks familiar.
No, but that, I don't think they did.
Oh.
But I think they were like, I know where I am here and stuff. Like,
yeah.
We'll go here. And I was watching a video from the Kind of Funny Guys people, and Kind of Funny Videos people, and they basically drove around San Francisco pointing out all these different locations that like they've been to in real life.
Right.
Which is quite cool. And to be fair, from reviews, it's actually better than the original, but from sales, it's actually worse than the original.
Yeah.
Which is...
That is kind of a crying shame, really, but,
yeah. But
the original was one of the big hype machines in early gen.
yeah, whereas
Bomb.
this one's not really been...
Now it's out several years later, it's not been hyped as much.
Yeah.
Obviously there's like weakened expectations because of the first game, and you're up against quite a lot of games.
Yeah, but it seems to be like knocking reviews out the park, to be honest, from what I've seen. I don't think I've actually seen a bad review for it yet, and a lot of people are enjoying it. So
I hope it becomes a game that come January when people are like, man, I need to buy a new game now, and it's the one that benefits from that. I really hope.
So that's
It
on my
and
list. That's on my
Titanfall
list for
2.
January.
It
So
Titanfall 2 seem to be the ones that are,
Yeah, well, Titanfall 2's reviewed better than the original and sold worse as well.
yeah.
But they're both
Yeah.
That's the thing, because in Black Friday it crashed in price and people were like, buy this game, it's worth the money.
Yeah, sold out with my HMV.
Have they haven't released the sale figures on how Black Friday's affected that yet, have they?
No, you won't.
'Cause it'd be
get
very-
that next week.
Yeah, because I'd be very quite interested to see if it's like, with it going on that sale price, whether it's really boosted. You know what I mean? Like how boosted it
It
is.
will have, because it was on sale online for £25, and I think it
Yeah.
sold out, and then my HMV sold out in the morning, I think. So either they had like 10 copies, or they sold like a boatload of them. I hope they sold a boatload, and it wasn't just 10.
I hope so.
'Cause that could be
I always hope games do well.
Next on the list is another Ubisoft, what's going to be a classic, is Steep.
Oh man, no,
Yeah.
see, I've not paid attention to
Actually,
this game at all since E3.
I know someone
so-
who's played this, and
okay.
they go to the same uni as me, and they were telling me they played it, and they said it was one of the best things they've played.
Really?
I didn't know where they were, but I think it was like one of those hands-on booth things.
Were they high?
But they, I confirm they were not.
Do they
But-
do they find pleasure in smashing a guy into a tree?
No. They just
Throw
said
them
it
in
was.
the wall.
They just said how good it was. So I'm interested to see. Like, I don't know how good their
I
opinion
still
is.
can't
so-
get over that E3 demo.
Yeah, to be fair, I did say that to them. They were
like-
like, you need to give it a go, and I was like, yeah, but did you sit through the E3 demo? And they're like, no, and I was like, that's great.
It's dead.
That E3 demo was probably like if it turns out to be a really good game, Steve, you know, that E3 demo will go down as one of the worst advertisements of all time.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's terrible. Like, I've got no interest in it at all because of that.
I wouldn't. That's the thing. I like because I never got around to playing SSX, but I always thought the concept of it was kind of cool. And Steve was like, "Yeah, I could see myself." And then, yeah, I saw the demo and was like, "Maybe not."
Yeah, well, I got a beta code for it like last month or something, and I was like, "No, I'm okay."
I'm gonna be honest.
Well, or was it?
It was,
I don't know.
I don't know what it was for console, but
Oh
I
well.
was like, I've got no urge to play it. Like the E3 demo, I think I signed up because I'm signed up to the Ubisoft thing anyway, so I get all the codes and stuff. But I was like, I've got no interest in it. Like, I don't care. It didn't look interesting, and I've got no urge to play it. But if reviews are decent, then I might change my tune. But we'll see. We shall see. Did you have something to add, Laura? Did I cut you off?
No, it's not. I was just going to say that I genuinely kind of hope that it turns out to be good, because when I saw that when it was first announced, like the concept, before they started showing the game,
Yeah.
I was kind of like, I really do like that sort of type of game, and it's something that's missing for me. And then I would really be grateful if it did turn out to be good, to be fair.
Well, you want to wait. It comes out on Friday, so
Yep.
reviews will probably drop Thursday, maybe even Wednesday when we go live with this.
I mean,
But we'll
maybe. Who knows in the current
see.
review
Yeah, who
scene?
knows? Next on the list is Super Mario Maker for the 3DS.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my god, got that one.
Silence says Liz, I was like, have I got this wrong? Have I said?
Yeah,
Super
no,
Mario Maker
that
wrong?
one is out. Yeah. Oh boy, you see, in theory that's a great idea, but then I remember when they announced it and people were like, "Oh boy, online level sharing," and they were like, "No."
Yeah.
And then everyone went, I'm done.
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
I think we all had the same thing. Oh, this would be great if you could share your levels and stuff. And then Nintendo were like, "Don't be silly." So that's a no. And to be honest,
It's so weird. I mean, I remember going back in the day, there was N Plus on the 360. It was like, we've got a level creator. It's like, great, can't upload them. It's like, what's the point then?
yeah,
I'll play them by myself that I've made. Yeah, it's shit that's fundamental stupidity for Nintendo, because that should have been a bombastic thing for their 3DS, and they've cocked it up.
Yeah, they've ruined a good thing.
Yeah.
But
Fingers crossed it gets patched.
yeah, that'll be nice. Who knows? Maybe they'll see how well it sells before they decide.
Maybe.
But then it's probably not going to sell very well because of the decision originally.
Yep.
But anyway, next on the list is Shin Megami Tensei 4.
For Apocalypse. Is this the part where I take over?
I
Got
tell you
it.
what, though, before you start, I'm
Right.
impressed I pronounced that right.
I mean, how did you say Tensei?
Tensei.
Close enough.
Yeah, close enough. I was thinking about this WWE wrestler.
You can say Tensei, yeah.
Let's
Okay,
just go
so awesome. Right, yeah, Shin Megami Tensei 4 was a game we finally got. I think it was it might have been early last year after 18-month wait, because we're European peasants. But now that Deep Silver's in charge, we're actually getting these games relatively on time. So Apocalypse is kind of weird in some regards, because instead of just being like, it's the original game but with more extras, like say Persona 4 Golden or something like that, it's got a new protagonist and it kind of tells the events from a different perspective. So you do have a minimal interaction with the guys from the original game, but it's more kind of same universe, same timeline, different story because of different protagonist. And yeah, I'm kind of interested because apparently they fix a lot of the boring stuff in the story, so it flows a bit better. And obviously there's more enemies to fight, more things to have in your squad, blah 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 blah.
Goals.
Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, if you haven't played SMT4 yet, this is probably well worth a look if you're interested. Although SMT4 is on sale so often on the shop now, you may as well, or you can wait for that being on sale. But no, yeah, I'm happy we're actually getting this in a reasonable time frame. Most Shin Megami Tensei players in Europe never expected to see this over here. So, thank you, Deep Silver.
Thank you, Deep Silver. Yes, thank you.
Yep.
Yeah, I've not played them, so I know nothing about it. But
We can just segue into the other Silver game at this point.
No, I was going to say another game I don't really know much about, and you do, is Picross 3D Round 2.
Oh hell yeah! It's more Picross 3D. Well, I haven't had a chance to play a demo yet, but 3DS is actually out of storage space thanks to Pokemon. But
Oh, did you download
whoops, the demos because I'm transferring items over
Oh,
now.
sorry, yeah. Damn
And it goes, you can only do this once a day, and it's like, this is stupid. But yeah, Picross 3D Round 2. I really enjoyed the original. It was kind of a cool, fresh take on Picross, Tsunami, whatever you call the puzzle. And seeing more of it is awesome. Seeing it come out over here is awesome. Can't wait to give it a whirl. I'm not sure how many puzzles it has or stuff like that, but hey, it's more Picross. I will never turn down more Picross. It's like my favourite puzzle.
There you go.
And anything to get me over the bitter aftertaste of Pokemon Picross.
Let's not even start with that. So one
Nope.
more game. On
Yay.
the list, which I didn't forget about, but again I didn't know anything about it. Seventh Dragon 3.
Yeah. Oh my God, we're getting a 7th Dragon game in Europe. This is the fact that this and Shin Megami Tensei 4 Apocalypse are out on the same day is so hilarious. Like two JRPGs we never thought we'd get in Europe, and yet here they both are. I'm not gonna lie, I've not played any of the 7th Dragon series because again we don't get them over here at all. So I've heard good things from people who are more into the kind of it's not even an Atlas JRPG. This one is it? Image Poach, and they have made some good stuff in the past. So yeah, I've heard good things. I'll wait for reviews. But if you need yet another JRPG fix, or if you want to play a JRPG franchise you've not played before, give it a whirl. I might pick it up when it's on sale. Probably won't buy it at full price, but I'm intrigued to see what it's like.
Sounds good. So that is our review. Oh, not a review. We don't do reviews.
Review.
A review, wow.
A review.
That is our review
No.
of the past week. So has anyone got any plugs before we move on to the topic of the week? The silence is deadly.
And there's, I think it's Ploiper's top 5. Yeah, Ploiper has a Fave 5 article coming up this week, which is pretty cool. Kind of like it'll be December by then, so we're starting to get into the Christmas spirit on the site. So you can see some 5. Exactly, you can see 5.
So I honestly thought you said woo 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 at first, and I was like, what is he on? And I've just realised what you attempted to say, but your accent completely...
Woo woo woo, Merry bro. But yeah.
You know it.
Oh man, so yeah, if you're interested in like some Christmas gaming fixes, stay tuned to that. In theory I've got my articles, but who knows when they'll be written. This is me we're talking about.
Yeah, so next year we'll talk about them ones.
Next year. I mean, in theory at some point in the month to come, we'll start doing all our Fave 5s and stuff, so you've got that to look forward to in the near future.
Yeah, so they'll be coming up probably quite soon actually.
This means you need to have played 5 games, Laura.
Yeah, Laura.
I did all my gaming from January to August, so I have like 8 games to choose from. Oh,
Great.
10, 11. I have loads of games to choose from.
I'm glad to hear. Did they come out this year?
Yeah. So I was well ahead of schedule. I was so ahead of schedule that this gaming issue I have right now isn't an issue.
I mean, there's one game I would like to add to the list, but Laura still hasn't sent it across.
Oh yeah. Shit.
Yeah.
Sugar.
I've only been waiting 3 months, so at the minute that is not going to be anywhere
Oh
near
my God.
5.
We'll go to the post office this week.
No, you won't.
I probably won't. That doesn't sound like something I'm gonna do, to be honest.
Just in case you want to know, listeners, Laura asked for my address 3 months ago and even wrote the envelope and showed me the written envelope. I've had nothing since.
Where is that envelope gone?
Well, I hope the game is in it.
Where's the game gone?
I'm a student. Let me be.
So
I don't even...
yeah, so plug-wise, there'll probably be another F1 video going up at some point soon. I will get back into doing more of those races eventually. But yeah, so stay tuned for them. Apart from that, there's not much else to plug, really, is there? Obviously, Laura's going to be doing the Game Awards coverage.
I'm not doing the Game
Why not?
Awards coverage. Stop saying I'm doing the Game Awards
Man,
coverage.
that's a good segue there. Cause,
Thank you,
what's the
Slazo. Thank you for that segue. So, our topic of the week
Oh.
is around the Game Awards. We've talked about it quite a bit. They take place.
Or it isn't during live.
They take place
Just-
on Thursday at 1:30 a.m. our time, I believe. You can come on our Twitter feed. Laura will be doing live coverage of that.
Why are they 1:30 in the morning in the UK when it's a UK company hosting it?
No. This is the Jeff Keighley ones.
Oh, okay. I thought it was the company.
Every time Slazo gets confused between the two award ceremonies because they
Look, it's not my fault. Our leading gaming shop is literally just called Game.
I think it's very clever, to be honest, because you're like, what the game sell?
No,
It's not a shop called Book.
I'm going to be honest, I bet there's a shop called Book.
Probably. So I thought, why don't we just sort of have a look through all the different nominees in the different categories? You know, maybe pick out what we think's going to win, or what we think is not going to win.
Will I quickly Google them?
It's alright, I've got them all here.
Great, so I don't forget them.
Yeah. So we'll start... Should we start at the bottom, or should we start at the top with Game of the Year?
Oh, thank you. No, build to Game of the Year, dear.
So we'll start at the bottom with Trending Gamer. So Trending Gamer last year was won by Greg Miller from Kind of Funny, who is not up this time. He was against PewDiePie and people like that, I think. So this year, Trending Gamer is between Angry Joe Show, Boogie2988, Danny O'Dwyer, Jacksepticeye, and Lyric.
I'm familiar with one of them.
I've heard of two of them.
I know.
One of them was from a poor E3 performance, so there's only one I can go with.
Oh,
I know.
who's it?
I know. I've heard of two of them, and I know like one of them.
Is it by any chance Angry Joe and Jacksepticeye that you've heard of?
No,
yeah,
it's
Angry
actually
Joe.
not.
Oh, I've heard of Angry Joe. I think I've subscribed to Angry Joe.
I know of Jacksepticeye and Danny O'Dwyer.
No idea who Danny O'Dwyer
Danny
is.
O'Dwyer is Irish. He used to work for GameSpot, I think. And
Okay.
He left GameSpot to do his own thing, but he does, from what I know, he does behind the scenes on games. So he went into the Rocket League studio, I think, and spoke to a lot of people there about like creating the game and stuff like that. It's on YouTube. I don't know his YouTube link or anything, but it's on there, and apparently it's quite good. I think he did another one, but I can't remember what game it was. And he really wants to do No Man's Sky, I think. So it's, I don't know what you two would go for on this.
Angry Joe Show.
Laura?
Angry Joe Show.
See, I would go for Danny O'Dwyer because it's the only one that I've like heard speak as well.
Basically, yeah, because this is going to be a thing of you're going to vote for the one you've heard of.
Yeah.
Because I mean, no disrespect to the others, but who the f is Boogie2988?
I don't know.
I
know who Boogie2988. He's the big guy with the beard.
Yeah.
He does a lot
Jim
of
Sterling.
No.
He does a lot of he does a lot of videos, but like why you should buy this and why you shouldn't buy this and stuff like that, and like talks about a lot of like gaming news and stuff. Like gives his opinion on it. I've not listened to anything, but I know who he is. Sorry. Yeah, I know who he is.
Right, next category. Hopefully we'll go better.
Is best esports team.
This category is not going to go better for us
So,
discussion. I can already see this.
The nominees are SK Telecom T1, Wings Gaming, SK Gaming, Rocks Tigers, and Cloud9. Cloud9's the only one I've heard of in that.
Cloud9's the only one I've heard of, and I don't care. You just people who play esports.
A lot of these esports teams have nothing to do with like Halo. Well, Cloud9 are in Call of Duty and Halo, but the other ones are all based on League and Dota and Counter-Strike, I think.
Awesome,
So
good
if
for
you
them.
don't watch any of that, you probably don't know any of
I
it.
just like that's the thing. I don't really mind like watching the esports game every now and then, but I don't get so into it. Like, oh man, here's good old Bill Goldberg. He's rising up. I don't know why I said that. He's rising up the ranks of the Halo mid leagues.
I'm not bad with the Call of Duty ones, but apart from
Okay. It's just to me like I don't like I can understand getting into that for like say tennis because obviously I am in that into it for tennis, but you know, yeah, for esports you just people who sit behind keyboards.
I know the Halo esports and the Call of Duty esports, and that's about it. So we'll ignore that one. Should we ignore esports player as well because none of them are for those type of games that we.
Cold Zera sounds cool. There you go, done.
I
liked Hungry Box. I feel like
Hyun Woo sounds cool, but you know I'm gonna be pronouncing that wrong. So
How is no one liking Hungry Box? Because I was thinking that sounds like a cool name for a delivery service.
Yeah.
I'd actually call my delivery service.
Maybe it should be a name of a TV show instead of Gogglebox. Hungry
Box.
People eat food.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
If you're listening to esports player Hungry Box, I'm just saying, branch out.
So best esports game is Counter-Strike Global Offensive, Dota 2, League of Legends, Overwatch, and Street Fighter 5.
Overwatch done.
Overwatch. Laura?
Overwatch. I don't know.
Best,
Overwatch.
Best fan creation, Project A2MR.
Oh no, I know what this is.
Now, This one's fun because the Project A2MR and Pokemon Uranium have already been written out because Reggie's on the judging council, so they had to go, nope, those two aren't applicable anymore.
Oh well, so the other two are
So it's down to...
I think
and Enderal
Brutal-
with Shards of Order.
It's Brutal Doom.
Brutal Doom.
The winner of this should be Project A2MR, but because it's not in it,
Which
Brutal
one was
Doom.
Project A2MR? Is that the Metroid one?
The Metroid one.
Yeah.
You know,
Metroid.
the actual worthy celebration. of
Oh
the
my god! Look at this Metroid fan getting all.
Yeah, let's move on.
Federation Force, man.
Let's move on to most anticipated game. God of War, Horizon Zero Dawn, Mass Effect Andromeda, Red Dead Redemption 2, and Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild.
So basically, this comes down for me to: do I want to play Sony Zelda or Nintendo Zelda? I guess I'm actually
or EA Sports Zelda.
EA Sports.
Sports. EA
Sports?
Sports.
man. They've upgraded the story mode for the new FIFA, I guess.
You go across the galaxy.
Honestly, it's going to probably surprise you to hear me say this, but I'm more excited for Horizon Zero Dawn than I am for Breath of the Wild. So.
Out of there. Oh,
Laura's
most
by
anticipated.
the
Hard choice.
Let's see. God of War, I'm all right with, but I wasn't that overly thrilled by it looking like The Last of Us. Horizon Zero Dawn is by Guerrilla Games, and I do my bays. Mass Effect Andromeda. Mass Effect has just annoyed me so much. How can I be anticipated?
Come on.
How can I be anticipated at this point? I mean, like, I'm past the point of anticipation. Red Dead Redemption 2, I've just got a teaser trailer. I'm not a stage thing, and I don't like Zelda, so by default it's Horizon Zero Dawn. So, I just broke that down for you in the most depressing way, I'm sorry.
I think Horizon for me as well, probably. I'm not too fussed about God of War. Red Dead Redemption 2, well, I've not played the original. Same as like Zelda, I'm not that bothered. Like, I'm more excited about the Switch than the actual game.
Give it props. Breath of the Wild does look cool and fun. The original.
It does look really cool and fun. But
I mean, that phase of hype, whereas Horizon Zero Dawn, I've been waiting for that.
I'm not as... I feel like you two are at least Zelda fans, like Zelda games. I'd say loose fans, so yeah, I can't even...
I'll be getting it, yeah, but I'd go with Horizon for that as well. Next one is Best Art Direction. Abzu, Firewatch, Inside, Overwatch, or Uncharted 4, A Thief's End.
Firewatch. I really like Firewatch's art direction. I think that's quite simple. I think it looks pretty. I'm just going to let it looks pretty.
This comes down to the 3 indie games for me. Yeah. So I'm actually going to say Abzu. I think Abzu has done, it's probably the best underwater game.
That has a good score as well, isn't it? Isn't that the one with the cool music that we discussed?
Well, see, and now I'm going to go for the other one, Inside.
Nice!
Because I think of just how it looks and everything, it just looks really... it's quite
indie games do tend to do a better job.
It's quite simple, but it does look really good as well.
Yeah.
So that's been quite interesting, that one. All three of us going for 3 different indie games.
Watch as bloody Uncharted wins because it's the
Do you know what? When
AAA.
I
It's so pretty.
do you know what? I bet you Overwatch wins.
To be fair, I was looking at Uncharted 4 and I do think it's a really beautiful game, but I think Best Art Direction is a weird category for it to be in. Art direction.
I mean, if you were to say Best Character Design, sure, I'd put Overwatch on the pedestal for that, but you know...
Well, the next one you might pick it for is Best Multiplayer. Battlefield 1, Gears of War, Overwatch, Titanfall 2, Overcooked, and Rainbow Six Siege.
Can you read the one before Rainbow Six, please?
Overcooked.
Again.
I've never heard of that one.
No, I've heard of Overcooked, but not Overcooked.
I've done this before to
I
But
I know, it's really mean.
I say Overwatch.
I say Gears.
I'm going Overwatch as well. I'd kind of like to see Rainbow Six win it because how far the
popular
game
it is now
since its first failure, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
If it was the Zero to Hero game of the year, then yeah, sure.
Can you imagine that category? That would literally just be named after Rainbow Six Siege. There's no other games that really do it as well as it. Is it?
Final Fantasy 14 went from being... Not this year, but Final Fantasy...
I was going to say...
It's the one that went from being an absolute train wreck to leading MMO. So...
There you go. Next is Best Sports/Racing Game. FIFA 17, Forza Horizon 3, MLB The Show 16, NBA 2K17, and PES 2017.
I'm going to be honest, I know this is going to be controversial, but I would literally just vote Forza. I haven't played Forza, but I'm getting it for Christmas. It looks amazing, and I don't ever agree with giving a sports game like FIFA Pro or NBA any award if they haven't done anything particularly special this year, and I don't think Journey is special enough before you ask me.
I'm not against the idea. I think it's weird that sports and racings have been combined into one.
It's because I guess can you argue if racing's a sport?
Yeah, that's the thing, I wouldn't. But, Forza Horizon 3 for me. I've not played it, but especially after all the praise it's gotten, it's a day one purchase when I get my Scorpio next year.
Probably Forza for me as well, to be fair. I don't agree with giving... Unless it's a massive improvement on the FIFA things, or like PES or NBA and stuff like that. Yeah, Forza Horizon 3 for me. Best strategy game is next. Civilization 6, Fire Emblem Fates, The Banner Saga 2, Total War Warhammer, and XCOM 2.
I feel really bad because I feel it's, for me, from what I've read, because I haven't played any of them, I have the third Banner Saga downloaded, but that's 1, not 2, I think. Whichever one was free, I think it was 1. Not the point. But I think I liked reading, and I really did get tempted by Fire Emblem Fates not that long ago. So, Fire Emblem.
For me, I've never really got massively into XCOM. Total War Warhammer seems to have gone under the radar. Banner Saga is something I need to play but haven't, so it comes down to Fire Emblem vs Civ. And I'm not going to lie, I've heard quite a lot of air to Fire Emblem Fates.
Really?
The gameplay's fine.
Thing.
It's very kind of sell out in terms of story. It's not really a proper improvement on Awakening. So I'm going with Civ 6.
Yeah, Civ 6 for me as well. Don't really know much about many of them, but I've heard good things about Civ 6. So, yeah. Next is Best Family Game, Dragon Quest Builders, Lego Star Wars The Force Awakens, Pokemon Go, Ratchet & Clank, and Skylanders Imaginators.
I think Lego Star Wars Force Awakens, I really enjoyed that, so...
And it's the only one you've played out of them.
No, I played Pokemon Go. I played Pokemon Go! How rude.
I mean, Best Family, in my mind, that's a game people can play as a family together, which I guess would make it Skylanders.
Yeah.
But if you're just talking about best individual game of those, Pokemon Go, for everything it's done, has to be the winner.
Yeah, I'm the same. I don't understand how any of them...
Pokemon Go is not a family game.
Family games.
Well, to be fair, you can do multiple players and co-op and stuff on Lego Star Wars, so technically a son could play with his father
It's
or
just
daughter
like
with
when you
his
say
mother.
family, for me, I don't imagine that as a kid-friendly game. I imagine that as you have, a parent and a child sitting down at a game.
That
and for me, Skylanders the one for that.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, you could do that on Lego, though. That's what never mind. Not the point. Anyway.
Lego Dimensions, yeah. But
You can still do that on Legos. Best fighting game, I'm thinking...
Haven't even read them out yet, Laura. Come
Oh,
on.
sorry. Sorry.
Killer Instinct Season 3, King of Fighters 14, Pokken Tournament, and Street Fighter 5.
you can go first, Laura.
Street Fighter 5 because it's got the Stone Cold Stunner in it.
Oh my... No, it's Pokemon.
Oh, no, it's in Street Fighter 2. Oh, no. Oh, this logic.
Lucha Pikachu does it.
Pokken Tournament. Fine.
I haven't played it, but I would say King of Fighters 14 is probably the one I've heard the best about. So
Pokken Tournament for me, not played any of them, but Pokken Tournament sounds good. And it has...
Lucha Pikachu.
That's the one. Best role-playing game, Dark Souls 3, Deus Ex Mankind Divided, The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt Blood and Wine, World of Warcraft Legion, and Xenoblade Chronicles X.
I don't like RPGs.
Where the fuck are the JRPGs?
They're not there.
Yeah, this is like Western RPGs, isn't it?
So I think...
Go fuck yourself, Japan.
Would you...
I think Mankind Divided, I've heard good things.
I was going to say, would you even class that as an RPG?
I know, that's why I don't really like RPGs, so I've gone for the least RPG of the options. Smart.
I'd either go for...
What is this, an expansion?
Yeah, Blood and Wine expansion. And Legion, shit, yeah.
So mine was either going to be Dark Souls 3 or Blood and Wine, but then Blood and Wine's an expansion, so I'd go for Dark Souls 3.
Fuck this, Trails of Cold Steel.
That's
Fuck you,
You've got to pick one of them.
No, I don't. I'm rebelling.
Slazo's abstaining.
That voice, no. Trails of Cold Steel.
Best action adventure game, Dishonored 2, Hitman, Hyper Light Drifter, Ratchet & Clank, and Uncharted 4 Thief's End.
I mean, I have to vote Ratchet 'cause it's the one I've played and I quite liked it.
I've got
Uncharted 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's You've played.
Good choice, Laura. Good choice.
Likewise.
It's pretty simple. Best action game: Battlefield 1, Doom, Gears of War 4, Overwatch, or Titanfall 2.
Oh, I'm torn between two.
Is it Doom and Gears of War 4?
It is. I really like Doom story mode. I did like Gears of War's 4 story mode, and I guess because its multiplayer is also good, I'll go Gears. Doom's multiplayer was a little bit bleh.
Yeah, Gears for me as well.
I mean, I don't really know, because I've not really played any of them bar Overwatch. I tried the Doom demo, but didn't get into it. I guess I kind of do want to play Titanfall 2, and I've heard a lot of hype for that. And seeing as I don't really see Overwatch in this genre, so Titanfall 2.
Fair enough. Best VR game? We may as well just ignore that one because should we just ignore that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Robinson the Journey thing. There you go.
No.
Well then, this shit.
Games for Impact Award.
That Dragon Cancer.
What?
What?
What's this?
Oh, it's games that have made a difference, and I'm guessing because that Dragon Cancer is like, I swear obviously it's about cancer and stuff like that, and it's a real impact. But I read a whole article, several articles on it. It's always
like. Read out the rest of the nominations.
Sorry,
So we'll just
read out the list. Read out the list of nominations. You can hype the other one.
Revolution, Blockhood, Orwell, Sea Hero Quest, and That Dragon Cancer.
I've not heard of any of these.
That Dragon Cancer.
Yeah, it was to do with the sun, and it's raising their son, and it's like an autobiography game to show how it is raising a son with cancer and stuff.
It's really like it hits.
I vote for that VR game where when you blink, 10 years passes, and that's life.
I don't know what that. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
Best performance: Alex Hernandez in Mafia 3, Sissy Jones in Firewatch, Emily Rose in Uncharted 4, Nolan North in Uncharted 4, Rich Sommer in Firewatch, and Troy Baker in Uncharted 4.
Alex Hernandez. For me.
Firewatch, either of them. Firewatch had a brilliant thing. Which one's the one in the tower? Sissy, yeah?
Yeah.
Sissy's the girl? Yeah, Sissy Jones.
Mine's between
Nolan and Troy.
Yeah, it's between them two. Like they're just the way.
I was tempted to go Troy.
Yeah.
Sort
of the way they bounced off each other, like in the whole thing, and the way it just worked.
That's why I decided to split it and just go. Alex Fernandez was really good in Mafia.
Yeah.
So I decided that if I can't decide between Nolan and Troy, go to the opposite.
Yeah.
I
couldn't pick between them two. I really couldn't. Was leave that one. Best music / sound design: Battlefield 1, Doom, Inside, Res Infinite, and Thumper.
Doom.
Fuck. Res.
Doom.
Battlefield 1.
Res is the only one that's music focused.
Doom.
Battlefield 1 for me.
Next category before I kill Slazo.
Best narrative: Firewatch, Inside,
Nice.
Mafia 3, Oxenfree, and Uncharted 4: Thief's End.
Oh, that's mean. Oh, because those three are all good indie narratives. Oh, fuck. I guess Oxenfree...
I love how they're the three I'm not considering.
Oxenfree was, really advanced because of the way you could either, not respond to conversations or interrupt conversations and that kind of stuff, and that's not really been done in games before, so it has to be Oxenfree for me.
Mafia 3 for me.
Uncharted 4 for
Fucking
me.
surrounded by peasants.
Yeah, Uncharted 4 for me.
Oh.
Because Uncharted 4. Best mobile handheld game: Clash Royale, Fire Emblem Fates, Monster Hunter Generations, Pokemon Go, and Severed. Pokemon Go?
Pokemon Go.
Yep, that was easy. Here's one for you, Slazo. Best independent game:
Yeah.
Hyper Drifter, Inside, Stardew Valley, and The Witness.
Spoiler, it's my game of the year, The Witness.
Laura?
Stardew Valley.
They all deserve nominations except Hyperlight Drifter.
Do you know what?
I love how I love how you have to decide whether it's that deserves its nomination, and not you.
I can't pick one. I've not played any of them, so we'll move along.
You played Inside, haven't you?
No, I've not played Inside. I've seen it, not played it.
Oh, okay.
So the last two ones now. So the penultimate one is Best Studio / Game Direction, which I don't really understand. It may just be called Best Studio. Blizzard Entertainment, DICE, ID Software, Naughty Dog, and Respawn.
Have any of these guys done more than one game this year?
Blizzard.
Then I vote Blizzard. You don't get an award off one game. You can't call yourself Best Studio because you made one game. Blizzard.
Laura?
I'm Slazo's anger. Just Naughty Dog.
I was gonna go for Naughty Dog.
I know it's just the one game, but it was such a
But
beautiful.
then I'm kind of leaning towards Blizzard because of basically Legion got rave reviews and Overwatch got rave reviews, and it's like 2 games.
Yep.
You want them to
And
have
obviously
love.
they update all the rest of theirs all the time, so...
I think I'm going to go with Blizzard. I'm going Blizzard. Game of the Year is next. Doom, Inside, Overwatch, Titanfall 2, and Uncharted 4 Thief's End.
Out of those, Overwatch has had the biggest impact, so Overwatch.
Laura?
Uncharted 4. Because
it's the big AAA title!
well, to be fair, I've only played like the weekend of Overwatch.
Okay,
I haven't
understand.
played Inside or
It's-
Titanfall 2. And Doom, it's definitely not like it's good, and it's really good for Doom, like better than expected. But
Okay,
Game of the Year is insane.
I will say, for all my sarcasm, I understand Uncharted 4 is an amazing game that I've not played. I'm not the AAA darling that some people are, so... And that's not even meant as a slight at you, which now it sounds like.
It's alright.
It's okay, Laura, I've got you. So, for me, it's between Overwatch and Uncharted 4. Like, I've had so much
You're the one
fun.
who sits in between, like, the me and Laura on the spectrum here.
I've had so much fun playing Overwatch, but then I had so much fun playing Uncharted 4's story.
But the difference is you finished Uncharted 4 now, but you're still playing Overwatch.
Well, I'm kind of not.
Oh.
But that's the thing, like, I don't know, from a multiplayer, like, because they're both different games, that's my issue. Like, I loved Uncharted 4's story, and I loved the game, the gameplay, like, everything. But then Overwatch is just simple and fun, and it works.
Oh,
and
it's a game of the year where you have to pick one of every game. You're going to have to do this later as well when you do your Fave 5.
I have to pick one of them. Oh, God. Uncharted 4. I had to go for Uncharted 4.
Can't wait for Squiggy's article on why Uncharted 4 is both the best and most disappointing game of the year.
No. I haven't got one of them this year.
Oh, wow, that's nice.
Because No Man's Sky is not my game of the year, definitely.
Oh.
So that rounds up all of the awards. There's I didn't actually realize there was that many, to be fair. But yeah.
We did a fairly whistle-stop thing, but yeah. Now it's just Uncharted and Overwatch sweep.
Yeah, but I'd like to see Overwatch win Game of the Year because it's different.
It deserves it.
But I did enjoy Uncharted 4 as well, and that's why I voted for that. But I'd like to say, I wouldn't be disappointed if Overwatch won. That's the thing. But anyway, that is our topic of the week. So it's now time to move on to our final segment of the show, the top 50.
Oh yeah.
So 2 weeks ago, when we were all together, I nominated Soul Calibur, which got rejected by these peasants. It's now Slazo's turn to nominate again for the top 50. So
glad I completely forgot then. I was so concerned you were about to say it's me, and I was just like horrified, eyes opening like, oh!
Actually, yeah, sorry, Slazo, it's Laura's turn.
No, it's no.
Yeah, no, we swapped a while back, so yeah.
No,
Remember, Laura.
Remember 30 podcasts ago, Laura. So, yeah, I kind of alluded to it last time Laura nominated a game that she almost stole one that I was doing, but not quite, because I picked another one. So, we don't have a shmup on the list. So, I am voting for Space Invaders, which was kind of not just like the original shmup, but also kind of like one of the big breakout arcade games that kind of really not just popularized arcades, but also the arcade cabinets. You go to a pub. Well, you would if you're older than me. You go to a pub, and oh boy, there's the 2 cabinets you'd probably see would be Space Invaders and Pac-Man. It was kind of one of those very early kind of games that really kind of popularized the concept of video games, full stop, as well as being kind of the one that made the shmup a great big genre. And like you fast forward to today, where we've got entire franchises and even companies like Cave dedicated to making shmups. There's stuff like Toho, there's stuff like the Death Smiles, there's stuff like Gallagher, there's stuff like Parodius, or whatever the original one's called, I can't remember. It's a massive kind of genre, and it all owes it all to Space Invaders, as well as the arcade scene owes a lot to Space Invaders as well. It's a really simple idea, you fly around, you shoot things, pew pew pew. And I mean, hell, if you want to go a bit more abstract as well, it also helps inspire stuff like Geometry Wars, the more freeform shmups. So yeah, for all its pioneering for shmup and arcade scene, I have to vote for the original Space Invaders. There, that was quick.
That was quick, Laura. You got
That
anything to
was. I mean, I was really confused. I thought you were saying smuck at first.
add? So did I. I was like,
Oh.
what-
Yeah,
Shoot.
and I was like, do we need a smuck on the list? I don't think that's a good thing. But it turned around. I actually really love Space. He's preaching to us already singing choir. So, yeah, his just like his pitch was quick. I don't really need to say much other than Space Invaders is a historic game.
Yeah, I wanted to vote no to you, Slazo, just, because
Because it's me. I
it's you,
understand.
but I can't. I can't. And I hate you for that. So yeah, I don't like you. I don't like you.
Oh.
I can't vote no. I can't get you on the list, even though you wouldn't be on the list anyway.
I mean, the other thing I didn't even mention is that, like, it's actually one of those popular culture games as well. Like, you'll watch, say, an episode of Futurama or some other show, and, oh, there's a Space Invaders reference, because it's one of the few games everyone's heard of.
Yeah. Yeah. So we may as well go straight to a vote because you can't really add much to it. It's just, yeah, it's one of those games. So Laura,
Yes.
obviously it's a yes from Slazo, I'm assuming.
Yep.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if it weren't like
I
a
know.
plot twist
I'm
one of these
nominating
days
this.
when
I don't like it.
someone's genuinely like, I've literally convinced myself out of nominating this.
Yeah. I nearly do that
I think you did,
with a
yeah.
Grand Theft Auto game.
Yeah, and you were like, wait, this isn't the one I'm...
Yeah,
Oh!
I can't stop now. But yeah, it's a yes for me as well. So we're three votes. Unfortunately.
Yeah,
Space
ultra
Invaders-
quick.
Space Invaders. It's probably our quickest top 50 yet. Space
Yep.
Invaders makes it onto the list, joining critically acclaimed games such as Bioshock, Metal Gear Solid 3, Grand Theft Auto, whichever one I picked.
Well, there's two of them, so...
Heavy Rain.
Heavy Rain, yeah, the classic.
Yeah, the classic Heavy Rain. But not Assassin's
And my
Creed.
streak continues
Yeah, for now.
for at least another 3 weeks.
For now, Slazo. For now. To be fair, you might be fine until the end of the year. Because we'll probably start,
Yeah,
fantasy
I
things
may have...
soon, so...
Honestly, because I don't know exactly how many it is, but I think we're at like 43 or 44 now, so I might make it to the end, unbroken.
Laura,
But I'm really running out of games now.
Laura, you know what we need to do?
Team up.
Team up.
Take
okay?
him down.
I'm running out of genres we haven't covered.
Right, so we need to team up, take out the genres in the next 2 weeks between us,
Yeah.
and then know him.
Yes.
Alright,
Yeah, basically,
yeah.
Laura, just whatever we put on, vote yes for.
okay.
Okay?
This seems really corrupt system, and I feel like we shouldn't be talking about it publicly.
That helps me, because then I have less games I have to put on.
Squiggy, our plan is foiled.
I'll vote no for yours, Laura. So
No, I'll vote no for yours. Fight me.
Anyway, this has been episode 59 of the Party Chat podcast. It has been a pleasure, and we will see you next week.
Adios.
What
Amigos.
he said, and what she said.